Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Nicholson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Buying time to his left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 4. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Nicholson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 24. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. These two teams all tied after one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum. by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now back to throw. And he'll be out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to give that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Back to throw again. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Nicholson. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Now for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
So we've reached past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught by Jackson. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
78 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And a nice play on the end of it. An 18-yard touchdown run. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. They go play action here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They find some open field here.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 4, 1:07 remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Nicholson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Second and 11 now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Eagles, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.